What's going on Twitch? What's going on YouTube? Today is March 26th. Happy Friday, everybody. Hope you are doing well. Hope you are staying safe wherever you are in the world. But today, we're on the Crypto World News Daily Show. I'm your host, Elliot. Going to be talking to you today about Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, altcoins. Don't have any news. We can potentially find a DeFi project, but I do have a hard deadline cutoff at 1. Working on, I've got a dev meeting, so I've got to take place of that. So I've kind of left this show more open than other shows with like news articles and DeFi stuff. So I don't really have a lot of a big agenda. But if you guys have like questions and stuff, then we can go over that. If not, I'll just make it up as I go and talk about what I'm seeing in the market and address you guys accordingly. But yeah, thanks for being here. Appreciate that. I'm going to get a sip of water, hit the thumbs up button, do all the YouTube algorithm stuff. You know what I'm talking about. If you don't, great video. You should watch the YouTube algorithm. How to pump the YouTube algorithm. There's my mic. There's my cam. Okay, cool. Like, subscribe, comment. Basically, that's the YouTube algorithm. All right, first and foremost, we're going to talk about BTC on the 4-hour chart. Thanks for being here with us. Managed to see a fantastic daily. I would say take a look at some higher time frames. We have been expecting and really anticipating the 54K sub daily close. We managed to get that 2 days ago on Wednesday. We got our first 54K daily close, which is perfect because this is, for me, indicative of being fully, I'm prepared for a further continuation to the downside looking at this daily. Any sort of reprieve and come up this weekend seems to be short-lived, is kind of my analysis. We got current resistance at 54.2. So we'll see if we bust out of that. That is very likely, looking at next major resistance being up here on these, it's about halfway, 57.5. So would not be surprised if we managed to regain some of this territory. Anything up here would be a little bit surprising, but yeah, I ultimately still see a further continuation to the downside for our BTC long entries. We're looking sub 41K for that. So anyways, hope you've enjoyed my BTC at first glance 4-hour analysis daily. If you have any questions you'd like for me to chart a coin, I'm just leaving this entire show open-ended. If there's nothing that you guys want to do right now, then I'll just start looking at altcoins and talking about some stuff that I'm seeing in the cryptocurrency market and potentially, some fundamental news that could come at play for future moves. First thing, let's take a look at the crypto fear greed index. I keep saying first thing. There's a lot of first things that happens today on the Crypto World News Daily Show. This is the best show, by the way. Saw, dude. Yeah, go ahead. DeLorean car phone. Yeah, dude. This is the best show I've ever done. All right, so we've got our fear greed index finally getting out of the greed zone. Finally, in the neutral zone. So this is perfect for our analysis, meaning that the market sentiment is a little uncertain, unclear. So as the fear greed index resets a little bit, we find that maybe there's a little bit more greed in the market, a little bit of trust back again. Then we can obviously wait until we have our extreme fear entries. So that's what we are ideally waiting for BTC longs is, this. Our sentiment analysis has been pretty consistent, right? So we saw this 54K break. I managed to scoop up some altcoins just because I'm buying. I'll be talking about which altcoins I bought and I am buying and looking to buy. But yeah. Any questions? Anything you want to chart? No? All right, I'm just going to keep going ahead. Okay, so first, let's take a look at XRPs making some interesting moves. If you've been participating in the Crypto World News chat, we were actually talking about XRP before this move. We actually, I managed to take profit too early, but that was actually a blessing in disguise because I probably would not have taken profit up here, and then I would have got super liquidated. So, and then basically throughout this entire We see XRP to BTC. This is just interesting to me that when this occurred right here, this was about the best price that you could get. This is about 19 or 22 cents. Even though the price came down here, I think the BTC the pump was so increased that by the time it was here, this was 50 cents. So it's just an interesting, maybe we can look at the USDT value. Might be a different chart, but yeah, look at this V. V for victory, baby. V for victory. Victory. And beyond, to infinity and beyond. All right, our next XRP target is going to be, we're waiting for a break of 1,100 Satoshi. That's where we're currently at. Looks like an easy break to me. And I would look to somewhere from the 14 to 2,200 Satoshi range for your next, if you were to try to trade this long, I think that's where you could take some profit. So let's see where we're at here, about 35% up to the BTC value, 1,400 Satoshi, and then a second one about 100% up from the Satoshi value. It's about 2,200 sats. That's just kind of what I'm looking at from this. On this chart, let me know what you think. No one? Okay. Da 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 da. Oil. I think Jello. I wish Jello was here. Did he post something? Okay. Well, I will post this. Authorities suspending traffic and Suez Canal as. Hold on. I'm not sure if you guys will be able to hear this. Basically, he was saying the canal, the results 1,500 being gridlocked, combined carrying $6 billion worth of goods. Basically, he was just saying that as the longer these ships are locked, they're just going to continue to lose more money. So 10% of international maritime trade passes. Oh, God. So this is a lot. This is going to affect a lot of things. Crude oil, natural gas, cargo. Wow. Wow. Could see oil skyrocket in price as it do because the cost, if they're spending millions of dollars a day in storage, offshore storage, then could definitely see an increase in price. I've also been looking at gold. People, I saw a post the other day. I think there is a misconception with crypto enthusiasts. Yeah, I love gold, and I'm a crypto enthusiast. I love Bitcoin, but that doesn't mean that Bitcoin is going to replace gold. Gold is still a finite currency or a finite, resource. So I think there's more money to be made in silver, accumulating silver. But that's just a move I'm doing. I'm buying silver every month. Gold's just, I think gold can come back more. And this isn't like I'm macro long-term short on gold. No, I am micro short-term short on gold, but I'm definitely looking to buy and go long. Any finite asset or deflationary currency, just buy. You can't go wrong. CRV just got listed, a Curve Dow token just got listed on Coinbase. Let's check that out. Curve Fi. This is the website for Curve Dow CRV. Basically what you do is you take your CRV tokens, or you either take your CRV coins, or you can take like stable coins. This is basically everything that they have that you can lock. And what you do is you take your assets and you lock them away for up to 4 years, and you would receive your, depending on how long you locked them away, then you would receive like Y CRV or something. You know, what asset you deposited. These are all the ones that you can. Link, Anchor, Tether, Bitcoin, Reserve Right, USDC, DAI. Yeah, so it's just like, let's say if I had $1 million, VE CRV holders ratio based on fees 12.8%. So you're getting paid the protocol fees for these 4 years. Having locked $1 in CRV for 4 years is equal to having provided $12 as a liquidity provider. Oops, let's go back. So VE CRV holders APY 8.69%. That might not sound super lucrative, but there are, like, let's say you have CRV, right? Or you have Tether. And now, okay, let's say you have CRV and you stake CRV, and now you get VE CRV, and your CRV is earning interest, but now you have VE CRV coins. There are platforms, let me show you one, that you can then take those coins and earn like 50% on that. So it's how willing you are to layer. Cadillac converter still blocked. How willing you are to layer your assets. Excuse me. All right, so check this out. V2Y. Okay, this is YCRV actually, but they're not showing their percentages. Let's go to the vault. So if you had YCRV, you know, you could earn 37%. I guess it's not the VE CRV. Let me see what can you do with that. Hold on. Harvest.finance. Someone had a question. I'm going to get to that. I'm just putting around here. If you have 1 inch in ETH, please use it. Please use it. Harvest.finance. Look at this. Oh, easy money. Easy money. What are you doing? Especially if you have 1 inch and Bitcoin, that's killer. That's great returns. 224%. And your auto compounding farm, which is a pretty strong. All right, let's see. Let's get to the questions. Let's look at BTC first, see if there's anything going on. We could actually look at ETH. Let's do that next. I can hear you in the stream like someone else is talking in the background. Oh shit, there's Jello. Oh gosh, Jello, why do you always do that? You always like surprise me and I'm never prepared. Hello? Hey, Jello, how are you? Oh, nice. Well, welcome. I think my mouse just died. No, it didn't. Yeah, so that was funny. I was listening to the recording of the video, the last video that the last episode that we shot together. And for the first like 15 minutes of the show, you're just like having a general conversation in the background. It was funny. Yeah. Yeah, he's looking for help trading. Okay, for sure. Yeah, we do this three times a week and pretty much 24/7. If you guys are interested in cryptocurrency and like need help, we help a lot of people. I like to think. But who's my fellow YouTuber? Right. Well, honestly, honestly, that's such a you'd assume that that's proper and accurate, but I think it's actually the opposite. Like most of the content that I see on, like, let's say if I was to go to whatever YouTube and like content, especially live content, they're they're almost like they're almost like trying to trick you from my perception. Like I was watching a guy who was Bitcoin was at like 50, I can't remember, but he had like 12,000 people watching him and he was like bullish. We were at like 60K or whatever. And a lot of people probably made holy crap, bad financial decisions. Sorry, I just blew my eardrums out. Um but yeah, I think a lot of those streams are just trying to trick people who don't make decisions for themselves, I believe, because a lot of that information is crap. A lot of the like, uh, I don't know, Moon Boys, Lambo. If you're not in it for the right reasons, for the long haul, then you probably are gonna, you know, you're probably gonna pay the price a little bit. If you can just take my words right now and be in it for the long haul, then sure, you can keep the same perspective that you have. But so I want to talk about I'm helping this guy Kevin. He's in my apartment complex. I'm helping him get into like diversify his portfolio a little bit because whenever he came onto the crypto scene, and this is very very common. I see this with a lot of people. They come into the crypto scene because of one particular project that they heard about, and they get married to that coin, and they drop stacks and racks and all of their backs. They break in backs, greenbacks that is, to they're basically over leveraged. They're in a position they shouldn't be in. Their portfolio isn't diversified enough. And as I'm suggesting these altcoins, these staking coins that you can stake to him, I think I got him to diversify his portfolio. So he did that. He sold some of his, coins that he was a major bag holder in to spread out a little bit better. And I was telling him about coins, and he just started buying them like fully going ham, and not dollar cost averaging in. So the best thing to do when a new coin drops, let's look at one of those new coins. STORJ is a new coin that just dropped on Coinbase yesterday. And we're going to look at it. Hold on. STORJ. Look at it to Bitcoin on Binance. Okay, perfect. Let's zoom out. Let's look at it on the weekly. So if we look at a weekly, the chart's actually not the worst thing that I've ever seen. The one thing that's just lacking is price data. It's here from 2017, and honestly, from a technical analysis perspective, this doesn't look terrible. That's just my opinion on this. Looking at this monthly, we go down to a weekly. Weekly, I'm liking this buy volume. And I'm also liking, particularly most altcoins that you'll see if we were to look at like Litecoin. The chart is like this, similar for Litecoin in 2017, and then just basically straight down. But this interests me. These little spikes of interest they look good. The volume looks good. I like the way this project looks. Okay, so anyways, let's say we like this project just listed on Coinbase yesterday. Okay. And I'm going to run you guys through the scenario, okay? Through the typical trader scenario and the way that I think when this happens. So when the coin came listed on Coinbase yesterday, okay, 25th, okay, this is Coinbase pump. All right, I got some. Let's say whenever it became available, your first entry was whatever you could get it at, okay, which was, let's say it was here. This was your entry one. Entry one was right here. Then you, let's see, you decided that you want to add to your entry should the price come back to about 2,060 Satoshi, about 33% lower. So it comes 33% lower. Entry two. And what do you do for entry two? Well, your first entry was, let's say, 25% of your whatever your position size is intended to be. So if you intend to have $100 worth of this coin or $1 million worth of this coin, just think about it in percentages of where your position needs to be. So 25% entry one, entry two, we can go a little bit more. We can give it a little bit more. Let's say 50%, because we are reducing our average from here to about here because we've doubled our entry. Okay, so now our average is much lower, and we're also not. When people buy coins, they get emotional about them, especially when they go down, especially when you go all in one stack at one time. The best way to do it is to think about the long-term moves, and your plan is to accumulate as it comes down, okay? So now our entry is right here because we dollar cost averaged in. Should it go here, should it go to 1,700 Satoshi, which would be unlikely just because of volume and everything, then we'll 25% more. Or even, if you wanted to throw in more, because this would be, I wouldn't count on this happening, but we're prepared if it does, right? So we're going to add our last 25%. And really, this is where we're going to make a majority of our money. If this actually does happen, we'll receive, a great deal more coin than we did at any of our other entry. So our dollar cost average entry, although we're only using 25% of whatever our position size is, so if it was $100 that we wanted to be in, we're only using $25 to buy right here. The amount of coins that we bought right here is significantly more, so it weighs down our entry a lot more. So that's the way that I look at entering to these altcoins, if that makes sense. I'm late. What's up, Josh? What's up, X for sure? DeLorean car phone. BitConnect. That's an ugly chart. Very repeatable. Trying to diversify my long-term wallet. If you have any questions, please in the chat. Win Moon. Okay. Win Moon. Well, we'll probably Moon this weekend, dude. We'll probably come back and have 56K retest. Looking at this 4-hour chart, looks pretty good. But I do think there are higher time frame. I think this chart just gives you a little bit better perspective. I like these levels. I think that'll probably be an easy break, and then we'll see if we come up and touch. But ideally, we know what our move is. We're looking for lower. Yes, sir. What do you mean, like taking profit, or you just mean like adding to your? Okay, right. I got you. Right. Okay, so we'll play the. Let's look at Doge. Let's just meme it up. Look at this shit coin. All right, Doge looks pretty memey today, actually. See this? If we break this, I'm actually gonna label this as the shit meme line. And we're going to make this a poopy brown. I don't really have a brown, but that'll work. All right, so we got our shit meme line. Should it break? Okay, dollar cost average up, right? So we entered here because the coin just listed or whatever, you just saw it, or someone told you about it, yada, yada, yada. And we're hoping, right? Our initial goal is a dollar cost average down, okay? But sometimes the price doesn't go down. But this was our plan should it go down, okay? So it's also, Jello, thank you for specifying this. It's also good to have a plan if your goal is to accumulate cryptocurrency. Don't get discouraged if the price goes up. You could still, have places where you've decided that, okay, I think the price is, just as we scaled in going down, we can also scale in going up. So let's say we bent 25% of our stack here. Let me delete some of these crap lines. So, all right, we want to invest $100 into Dogecoin. We don't know if the price is going up or down. We put 25% of that in right now because we don't know. You can do technical analysis, but this is a shit coin, and so it's hard to, is what it is. So Doge decides to break up on our shit meme line, and at that point we decide, well, fuck it. It's probably going to moon, so we're going to throw in 50. Okay. Now, should this play like, we broke out and then whenever you entered again, it got rejected. Okay, now just take the dollar cost averaging and keep going. Do it like we did before, right? It's kind of a martingale strategy, but we see long term. Don't martingale into shit coins. Okay, don't. You know what I mean? Like if you're gonna ladder into a coin and be fundamentally long, make sure it's a fundamentally long, coin, a coin that's going to be around in this time. Doge will probably have a use case just because it's like the super meme. Like the meme will build the use case. That's just the world that we live in. That's crazy. Cardano is a coin that you really just can't go wrong buying. It seems like there's a great news coming out not next week. Yeah, it is next week actually. They're going to be launching. This coin will probably just pump to $2.50 sometime next week. Just from like a fundamental perspective, all of the projects that are launching off of this platform, all these users will be airdropped. I mean, stakes. There's just, third gen blockchain technology. Very, very bullish on. I forgot. I lost my train of thought. I lost it. I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, we're averaging up. Yeah. I don't think I have to go. I don't think I have to talk about it anymore. You just average up, right? There's a point where you decide, okay, this looks good. It looks like we're probably breaking out, so I'm gonna ladder in. So I got 50% here. So now you're trying to capitalize and get the lowest entry you can, but at the same time, some of these coins aren't going to, should the coin not give you the entry that you want, you should be prepared. Either way, have a plan and trade that plan. And you can't go wrong. Like, how can you be emotional when you're literally waiting to let's say you were fundamentally long on Dogecoin. You're waiting to buy here, and should it break up, you would cancel these, and then you would just average up. So your goal is ideally to get the best price you can for something that's going to be fundamentally, it's going to be worth more in value in the future. And I don't know how else to simplify or explain that. Don't throw in 100% of your initial or whatever your desired investment was. If you have $100,000 in liquid capital, and I'm telling you Cardano is a great fucking project or whatever, anything, I don't care what it is. whenever you ladder in 100% at a specific price, you position yourself in a very, very bad way. Should the market go against you, you now have automatically, you're either going to over leverage yourself because now you're going to dollar cost average in, meaning you're going to buy more, but you weren't intending to be in that big of a position to start with. So now you're basically letting the market decide how much you should have or shouldn't have. And that's not very smart. So just if you can just position yourself, do you see how if you can understand that positioning is really, really important, be like a fisherman. So I'm throwing a hook out here. I've got a hook here. I've got a hook here. Hey, if I catch 2 fish, it's a winner for me, baby. If I don't catch this fish, it's all right. It's all right. There's still more fish to fry. So be a fisherman with your trades. And it works with entries, and it also works with exits. So let's say we entered here, here, and here. Okay, so we dollar cost averaged up. Let's say it didn't. From here, Dogecoin just goes up to 10 or 15 cents, right? So this was our entry right here. Our first entry, not 100%. I don't want to make that seem bad. But yeah, so as you go, whenever I was talking about that last 25% that you could get down here, the amount of coins that you receive is going to, that doesn't really, you receive less coins up here, right? So this is ideal. This is what you want to try to do, ladder as it's going down. So as there's fear in the market, as people who bought 100% of their initial, of their desired stack are getting, are feeling anxious and getting nervous about losing their liquid capital because they don't see the long-term gains of it. They're missing it. Yeah, I need more water. I do have a dev meeting in 20 minutes, so please keep asking questions, and you guys got me for 20 more minutes. Thank you, Jello. Type exclamation mark reading in chat. I think that'll give you all of the, yes, spread the love from Deutschland. Spread all the love. I'll be right back. But yeah, and join the Discord. Did you get it? Ugh. Yep. Reading books. Okay, well, Discord does it. All right, so here's what the books. Here's what I was trying to do. There is if you go on our Discord, there is which everyone, I encourage you to join and take part of the community. And Google Gobble, one of us. If you join the Discord, there's a section called Reading. And if you click on Reading, I know Discord might be hard to use if you've never used it before, but just take a little bit of time. It's really, really useful. There is a pinned section in Reading. Click on the pinned messages under Reading and just check some of that content out. I think I've got over 150 ebooks that you can read for free about technical analysis and trading and poker, market psychology. There's just a whole bunch of resources if you're willing to be resourceful. And I've got it all available for you guys. So if you also have any books that I have not added to my list and you personally have read, I'd love to add those. So just let me know. And I'm trying to build a really nice archive for people to, use. And Oh. Um, Josh, I'll send you a friend request. Add. Yeah. I just sent you a friend request. Um, yeah. I had to disable my personal messages from people just because it's getting so much spam. So much spam. There you are. I see you, Josh. Oh, any questions, Bueller? We can just talk about some of these altcoins and that I bought. I don't even know where my phone is. STRRJ was one of them. What else got listed? Curve DAO is another one that it's a deflationary token. Definitely am advocating for, this coin. I'm definitely saying that this is a good buy because it's a deflationary token, and as the value of the dollar decreases, the value of these deflationary tokens will continue to increase, especially as you're able to earn protocol rewards at a more lucrative rate in the future. So just for an example, CRV was, 30 cents in October. It's never coming. These deflationary assets, I don't know how else to explain it. If you're looking for a long-term investment, having an investment in something that can only decrease in supply is pretty poggers. It's pretty it's pretty smart. So it's just because you can earn, let's say you have CRV coins, you can earn, interest on, you can earn more coins, and those coins are going to be increasing in value because the supply is decreasing and the value of the dollar is decreasing as well. So it's like you're getting the best of both worlds. I want to give you guys my ETH analysis really quick. I got about 15 minutes left. So Ethereum's just honestly in a really interesting spot. It's currently unusable and pretty shitty. So until ETH 2.0 staking comes out, just keep buying all the way down as long as you get. If we get $1,100 ETH entry, that's great. I love it. Sweet. Let's do it. Because I am very fundamentally bullish on ETH. We're talking about a 4 to 8 year perspective. Maybe at year 8 or 5 or 6, there could be coins that are potentially in the running to compete with Ethereum. But I think Ethereum's just got such a huge interest group behind it that there's no way they're going to let this. There's no way that they're not going to fix ETH and have it be very, very usable in the DeFi world again and lucrative for investors. So if you were to look at an ETH to BTC chart, that's going to give you a lot more perspective than the ETH to USD chart. Okay, so ETH staking comes out, we'll probably see this. ETH staking comes out, we'll probably see $2,500 to $2,700 ETH. Okay, that could be a month. Yeah, I mean we're basically going from like 10 transactions per second to 100. So now the amount of liquid capital that can be the DeFi space, we can move money more easy. Let's just say that, as the transaction fees are less. So I'm very bullish on the DeFi space, as I'm bullish on ETH as well. So let's just say a macro target for ETH would be monthly candle close expansion. So price discovery over here, we getting up back above 0.11. ETH to Bitcoin value. I mean, this could be 4 years. This could be a 4-year play, or this could be, I don't know, 6 months. So I just want to, whenever this happens, whenever ETH decides to stand up, and it comes here, when ETH gets in here, you should just buy. Okay. If you didn't already buy by the time it's here, when it gets above here, it's probably just going to double, in my opinion. I think it'll probably, yeah. Impossible to stake your ETH until phase 3. Impossible to. Okay. Okay. Well, that's your decision to stake ETH or not. There are ways to passively earn liquidity or to passively earn without staking your ETH. It's actually more lucrative to not stake your ETH. Staking ETH is the easy man's way to passive income, if that makes any sense. If I just showed you harvest.finance, right? And you have USDC, or you have 1inch, or you have Bitcoin or whatever. Like, these are better rates than like 97%. Where are you getting? You're never going to get staked for 97%. So this is what I would suggest. Get 1inch or USDC, or actually that's not a pair. 1inch to Bitcoin or 1inch to ETH. These look great. This looks good, baby. Dudes 20 to ETH 2.0. This is very low liquidity. So yeah, these do look good, but you're only whenever you're participating in these liquidity pools, and this is something that you don't have to consider whenever you're staking. So whenever you stake, it's pretty passive. It's like auto compounding. You don't have to worry about it. But these liquidity pools, there's a little bit of work you have to do. So one, we need both of these coins. We need Muse and ETH. So we'd have to buy Muse. So that would be a transaction. How we would do that would be on Uniswap. And then let's say we already had ETH. We'd have to contribute to, actually, I think we can just deposit right here. Sure. Sure. Yeah. No. Um, right. I mean, this is why I'm like, dude, I should just borrow $500 million, buy deflationary assets, and stake it for like 100%. Look, see, this is CRV. This is the deflationary asset. See these? APYs. Look at these APYs. Okay. Uh, so good. So good. This isn't Mary. So these APYs that seem very lucrative to you, just take a glance at the amount of liquidity, amount of deposits in there. If there's less than a mil, it's those rates are probably going to fluctuate. So yes, this looks great, 100% APY. But there's only 74K. Okay, so as more liquid is added, it's going to be less lucrative. So if you're looking for something that's a little bit more stable, find something with a little bit more liquid in it already. So this is probably going to be consistent, if not a little shy. 35% APY. That's got 15 mil in it. So it's probably pretty stable, like I said. But yeah, gosh, there are so many platforms, guys. Whenever I'm showing you these platforms or these coins, like, if anything, you should feel how diversified and how flexible and adaptable I am. Like, there are tons of platforms like this that offer you lucrative, some less, some more lucrative than this. It's really you just doing your research, and finding them before they're mainstream, I guess. Because by the time there's 11 mil in deposits, it's only earning you 10% a year. 8 minutes left. Yep. Algo. Yep. So Algorithm is a staking coin. I stake it. I own it. Algo to the Tether on the weekly. Yeah, Algo did some really crazy stuff. Look at this. We were 30 cents at the start of this year. 300%. So Algo's already, popped off pretty hard. So this looks like on a weekly chart, it could consolidate a little bit more. I kind of have a similar analysis as I would with BTC, in that you're looking for more places to accumulate as this consolidation occurs, because it probably up, whatever, and then, whenever that happens, right? So, yeah, we already tested that. So, see this little 314? This is a nice little line. We might come down to here. What would that give us? 60 cent? Yeah, I stake Algo. I stake on, I want to show you guys this stake coins to stake. I think is the stake my coins. Stakingrewards.com. Yeah. Stakingrewards.com will give you a good perspective on all the coins that you can stake and all the providers that, where they're stakeable at. So look at all these coins. Gosh, there are so many coins that you can stake. Why 154 pages of stakeable coins? Like, why? Well, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of, let's see, staking providers we love, DeFi. So we'll go to crypto assets. We'll see what's the most lucrative. In 24 hours. Look at that. Cardano stakes 7%. Gosh, that looks good. Polkadot stakes 13%. Ethereum 2.0, 7%. Algorand 5.6. So let's click on Algorand. Let's click on it. Click on it. Ask your questions now. Speak now, forever hold your peace. Proof of stake dominance, 60%. Nope, go ahead. Yep. And so think about these percentages as returns on coins, not as returns on dollar amount. So if you bought 500 algo coins at 10 cents or whatever, you're going to earn 5.6 or whatever your percentage is. You're going to earn that in coins. You're going to earn 6 or 7% on those 500 coins. Where does scale stake? I actually need to delegate scale, complexity, run a validator node, very hard, reward. So delegate scale is easy, okay? So this is something to consider when staking, right? Are you going to have to run a validator node? Look at the complexity, very hard. Okay, it's not, maybe it's worth it for you, but for me, I got too much shit going on, all right? I just want to delegate and be out, okay? So where can I delegate my scale? Staked overview. I need to figure out where I can delegate my scale. I guess these are the platforms. Okay. 600 users. So yeah, take a look at your users, how many users they got. So it looks like staked is probably going to be the best. It's got 300K in it, 12% reward. About staked. Let's go to the websites. Staked fixed income solution for crypto asset investors, DeFi wallet exchange, crypto ventures. Let's see, do we need a KYC for this? Cardano 4.8, that's trash. Polkadot 14. Oh, yes, I like it. Matic. Come on, I like it. The Graph 15. Dude, this website's badass. Kyber 10%. Scale 12. Oh yeah, I'm coming here. We'll see. We'll see if they got what their KYC is like. Yeah, I got a little bit of time. Yep, I got like 2 minutes left. Last question. Yes, I did. OGN. Rug pulling and hacking, yes. That's why you should always do fundamental analysis on projects you're investing in. So whenever I didn't talk about rug pulling and hacking because hacking is not really something that you can plan for. That's just why it's good to be diversified. But rug pulling is something you can plan for. If you're invested in a currency that has the potential to rug pull, you've not done your own research and you're not invested in the right currency. You should invest in currencies that no longer have, like, the project creators have burned the admin keys and you can view this. This is a viewable thing that I can show you how to view. So that's definitely something that you need to consider. OGN, I gotta go. BTC. No problem, Jello. I'm sure I'll see you guys either this weekend if you guys have more questions or back on Monday. Hopefully Jonathan will come back and we can do like Bar Talk number 2, talking about decentralized social media platform. So that's pretty cool. Let me give you my OGN, BTC, and then I'm getting out of here because I got to go. OGN to BTC on the weekly looks pretty good. Looks like this coin came out January 2020 and really hasn't done anything for this entire time. I don't know anything about the Project Origin protocol, but looking at this weekly chart here, yeah, I think we're looking pretty bullish. Daily looks great as well, I believe. So yeah, OGN to BTC looks like a good coin or a good project if you're looking for an investment opportunity. This doesn't give me a whole lot of data, but if we were to play off this, what's something that we would expect or be looking for out of like price discovery? We'll just go top here and bottom here. All right, so we already tested this 382. Come up here, next profit target 13.8. Break up on that. I honestly wouldn't even be looking for these levels. I'd be looking for higher, like the 1382 or the 1618, all the way to the 2. So this looks great, and I hope you've enjoyed that analysis. Thanks for the suggestion. Let's take a look at BTC last time before we go. But we're not really going because we're always live 24/7 right on Twitch. So we've got this weekly close. I want to talk to you guys about that going into Sunday. Keep an eye on this weekly close. Does not look super bear or bullish. Weekly close under 54. We're just getting more and more time frames, confirmation of our analysis, waiting for sub 41K to start BTC longs. Hope you guys stay safe in your trades. If you're trading BTC, I think I'm going to start taking trades next week, or we'll see. Probably next week because I'm feeling pretty good about my analysis. So I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a retest up to 57, 56, 5, somewhere in that area, and then massive volume to the downside because this is we've already broken our support. This is just like, in my opinion, people who don't know how to trade and they shorted here. Right? That's emotional trading. They shorted here and their stop loss is here. Okay? Or their whatever liquidation price is here. Okay? So now, thanks guys. Thanks for being terrible at trading. Now we got to go back up and liquidate you before we come down further. So hope you guys are safe in your trades, and thank you for being here. I'll be back on Monday. I've had fun today. Jello, I need you to come back, man. But at the start of the show or before. You're in it now. Whenever you want, man. I appreciate you. Yeah, I was totally joking with you, man. There's no pressure, and I just appreciate you coming on. It helps me out. We both are learning. I mean, I learn about these coins as I'm doing this research. Like I'm looking for, I gotta go. I'm looking for a place to stake, and it looks like staked.us. I have to check out the KYC a little bit to see if it's, to see what that looks like, because I'm not super kosher about giving out my identity to, like, I guess, I'm not trying to, the government, they don't need their greedy hands in my crypto wallets. So that's just the way that I feel. Anyways, guys, hope you stay safe. I'm going to do some fishing. I've got a whole weekend planned and a great week next week. So thank you for being here. Come back next week. Hope you guys have enjoyed, and I will talk to you on Monday. 56 minutes. Really not a bad show. I'll see you later, Jello. You the man. Check you later. Always, man. It's always good. Trading the corn.